Hey everyone, I'm Amy with craftcuts.com, and today I'm going to show you how to paint a vinyl stencil with both spray paint and a brush. We're going to DIY this custom last name serving tray. Vinyl stencils are great because they are self-adhesive and stick directly on the stenciling surface. This DIY project will shine when you have guests, and it makes a fantastic gift as well. First, let's start with the materials you'll need. Our circle craft shape, available on craftcuts.com. Our One-Stick Adhesive Vinyl Stencils for the capital letter and the name, also available on craftcuts.com. Stencil brushes or sponges, acrylic paint and spray paint, wood stain, clear coat, some masking tape, a paper plate, some paper towels, handles and screws if you choose, a drill, and a squeegee or a credit card. Let's get started. If you'd like to eventually add decorative handles, now is the time to pre-drill the holes. Mark where your holes need to be according to the specific handles you've chosen and drill a hole using a bit slightly larger than your screws. Next, I'm going to stain the wood circle. I'm using a dark walnut color to create a nice dark base following the manufacturer directions specific to my stain. Allow this to fully dry before you move on to the next step. First, we're going to apply the capital letter stencil. I'm using our One-Stick Vinyl Stencil for this project. The vinyl stencil is different from other stencils because it's self-adhesive and will not have bridges in the letters. This means you'll get crisp lettering without the need for touch-ups where bridges would have been. Just be sure to manually apply any letter centers you may have, such as the E in this stencil. You'll notice the stencil is sandwiched between two sheets. The top is the vinyl transfer tape and the bottom is the vinyl backer. For now, keep this all intact. A 3-inch border on all sides of the lettering is standard unless a different width is specified. Using this border as a guide, I'm going to find the perfect placement for my stencil on the wood circle by making an erasable mark at the center points on both my stencil and my circle. Lining up the marks, use masking tape to secure the top of the transfer tape to the surface of the wood circle. Do a quick check to make sure this placement looks great. Now, flip the entire sheet up and carefully peel off the vinyl backer, leaving the vinyl stencil on the transfer tape. Slowly roll down the transfer tape and vinyl onto the wood. Be careful not to wrinkle the vinyl or let it stick onto itself. Use a plastic card or squeegee to apply even pressure all over the vinyl and the transfer tape to ensure the vinyl adheres to the surface. Next, slowly and very carefully remove the transfer tape by folding it back onto itself and exposing the stencil underneath. Completely remove the tape and now you are ready to paint. For this first stencil, I'm going to use spray paint. I've chosen some wood spray paint in the color cream. Cover any exposed area of the wood with cardboard or paper and spray in light strokes about 8 inches from the tray. Allow to dry and repeat as necessary until you've built opaque layers of coverage. Let the paint dry just a bit and then remove your stencil. The sticker stencil will come off with a slow and strong pull from one corner. Now that we have our capital letter painted, I'm going to apply the full last name stencil over the top. I'm going to find a nice level and centered placement for the stencil and follow the same steps as before to apply the stencil. Don't forget the centers. For this stencil, I'm going to paint with a stencil brush using an acrylic paint in charcoal. The trick to getting a crisp line is to use a dabbing or stipple technique with very little paint on the brush. Wipe any extra paint on a paper plate or a paper towel. I'd rather apply 2 coats than have paint bleeding under the stencil. This next step is optional, but since I plan on putting food on my tray, I'm going to go ahead and apply a food-grade clear coat over top. Following the manufacturer instructions, I'll coat the entire surface of the circle with the clear coat. Once dry, attach the handles. And there you have it, a fabulous custom serving tray, perfect for your home or to give as a thoughtful gift. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial on how to create a wood serving tray using our One-Stick Vinyl Stencil and our circle craft shape. I would love to see you try this for yourself. As always, our customer service team is here to help if you have any questions. See you next time. Bye.